Sweet, sweet victory. The Blackhawks snapped an 11-game streak of scoring 3 or fewer goals, a streak that dates back to March 11th against the Dallas Stars.
Hawks win 4-2 over the Dallas Stars at home. Their first home game against the Stars this season, and a big win for them going into what seems like the trade deadline coming up soon. And speaking of trades, I didn't mention it at the last game because I was too busy trying to avoid talking about that game. But the Blackhawks acquired Vinny Hinostroza from the Florida Panthers. He's back on the Hawks, baby. We traded him to, I think it was Arizona a couple of years back, which then traded to Florida. And now he's found his way back to Chicago. Glad to see him back because he was a pretty good player when he was with us. I mean, he wasn't terrible. So, I mean, I'm happy that he's back with us. Not disappointed. Don't think it's a bad move. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the game because just over a minute, not even like a minute into the game, Doc gets it over to Kane and he makes a nice move on Ottinger just over a minute in to score. But unfortunately, you can see it on Kane's reaction as the camera pans to him as he scores the goal. He knows that goal's probably coming back, as it eventually did. It was offsides, and Doc didn't really make. I think that was Doc who was offsides, and that's unfortunate. Y'all have a chance to go up 1-0 in the first minute 5 seconds here, and it gets taken away by offsides. Moving on here, just over 10 minutes later in this period, a weird clearing attempt by Murphy, then a weird dumping attempt, doesn't really go the way, and it's kind of just sitting at center ice. And then Patrick Kane picks it up. Oh no, that's what Dallas Stars saying, because it's like, oh no, Patrick Kane, the one guy we don't want to have it picked up by, picks it up, and he's got Kirby Dach with him. He gets it to Kirby Dach. He moves in, does two little moves, and he roofs it. And Kirby Dach has his first goal of the season, and I think it was his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think his 6th game back. Kirby Dach finds the back of the net. Just a great goal by Doc there. I mean, look at that. Just the one move to move it out. Quick move to the forehand, and he roofs that thing past Ottinger. He's on the score sheet officially for the first time this season. Other than those two plays by the Hawks between Kirby Dach and Patrick Kane, the first period was pretty uninteresting. Nothing else really much happened. So the Hawks actually lead at the intermission 1-0. And then about halfway through the second period, you get a good play and a good 2-on-1 development from Hinostroza and Kubalik. And Hinostroza gets a nice pass to Kubalik. He fires it through Ottinger, and it's 2-0 Hawks on a goal from Dominic Kubalik. Vinny Hinostroza gets his first point back with the Hawks. And that's great to see him already making an impact after, well, his first game back, he didn't do anything because the Hawks didn't score in that game. But in this one, they've scored, and Hinostroza gets the primary assist there. Very perfect setup for Hinostroza. He got a breakaway attempt that was stopped by Ottinger a couple minutes prior to this goal. So good to see him cash in with Kubalik by his side. Now we're going down to about a minute left in the second period, where Keith gets it to Kane, and he's circling around. Looks like he's going to go back behind the net, but he doesn't. He drops it for Doc, who's right in front of the net. But unfortunately, Fox is right there and makes a great play, because that looks like that would have gone in the back of the net if Doc was able to get his stick on it. Ottinger looked like he was getting late to that puck. But Fox makes the play. It goes behind the net, actually. And we play on, but DeBrincat makes a good steal on the Stars defender, and he walks right in on the slot and fires it right into the corner and out. It didn't look like it was it went in initially, but it does. It counts. 3-0 Hawks. Alex DeBrincat has his 4th goal in the last 5 games, and also that's his 20th goal of the season. He is playing out of his mind this year.
So the Hawks go into the third period up 3-0. And even better for them, they get a power play really early here in this third period. But about a minute into that power play, they unfortunately allow a breakaway chance for Andrew Cogliano. And this was just a lazy play by Adam Boqvist. You could see it as he was getting there. He knew he lost the race, and he just gave up there. And, of course, Cogliano moves right in and beats Lankin 5-hole. Dallas is on the board. I just didn't really like this play from Boqvist personally. He kind of just slowed down and just kind of whacked at it with his stick instead of kind of really trying to get in there and really try to poke at the puck. And, of course, Cogliano takes advantage of the free opportunity, goes 5-hole on Lankinen. And that's just a rough one for Lankinen to take because his defense didn't really give him the support that he should have gotten. We now move on to about 6.5 minutes left in the game. Como's got it in the corner, gets it back deep for Essel and DAL. He fires a long shot that goes wide, but on the rebound, it's Radek Faksa there to jump on it and put it behind Lankinen. And just like that, Dallas has cut the lead to 1. Oh no! Stop me if you've heard this story before, where the Hawks are up 3-0 and they can't complete the game. They end up choking the lead. Only this is like their win against Florida where they're up 3-0 and they let up 2 goals in the third period. This one, they're able to close out the game after a couple good saves down the stretch by Lankinen, and thanks to a empty net goal by Patrick Kane in the last 10 seconds. That empty net goal gives the Hawks 4 goals in the game, and it's their first 4-goal game since March 11th where they beat the aforementioned Dallas Stars. Wow. Have they not been able to score? Until now, they're able to put 4 in the back of the net, and partially due to an empty netter goal in the last 10 seconds, but the offense did its job. The defense did just enough to squeak by the Stars in this one. And the Hawks end up winning this one 4-2. So our next game is against this team, and it's a reverse retro night. It seems like we just had one. We're going to have another one. It's our third and final reverse retro night. Kind of ready to see these bad boys in action for one final time this season. And okay, this is a big one for the Hawks here, because this is a team that's starting to creep up on them as well. Getting a big win here would be crucial and very big. And that's the perfect situation for the Hawks here. They need to get this win. Every game from here on out is a must-win game. They cannot afford to take any losses as the Predators and Stars are starting to creep up on their spot. Anyways, that's it for this one. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys next time.